Welcome back to my bathroom. Today we have the weirdest self-care items from SHEIN. SHEIN. We're gonna try all this together and rate them 1 through 10. First up, we have an electric cupping machine. This is $9. It's rechargeable and comes with a charger. So you start the machine and you're gonna put it on your skin for 20 minutes. This thing's gonna last longer than your boyfriend. We can do this part.
I feel like you're supposed to do this on your back. How do you take this off? Take it off. Oh my gosh, it's not coming off. Oh,
I think you're supposed to do that on your back.
every time it makes that noise, it's sucking the skin further in.
20 minutes is a long time to do anything. Even on my worst day, I wouldn't. I'm gonna give this a solid 1. We have Chinese baoding balls. You get a pair of balls for $9. I went with the Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls. It's got a dragon on it. These are the original fidget toys. The gimmick is you're supposed to rotate the balls. Juggle the balls, ladies, but they're not supposed to touch. And it's supposed to be a nice flow with one hand also, I might add. Watch this. And it's supposed to be a pretty fast, non-awkward movement. I only know how to be awkward. If a situation is uncomfortable, I'm gonna make it worse. Lord. These balls are stressing me out. Now it does say if you wanna be able to do it like this, it's gonna take you about 3 months of constant practice. My grandma always had a pair of these sitting on her table and I'd be playing with them. Rolling them, tossing them, jingling them. Brittnee, you better leave my special balls alone. What balls? Your dead granddaddy. Which one? You've been married 3 times. Gave me these special balls. And they're special because he was so cheap, he wouldn't pay a nickel to see Jesus riding a bicycle. But he bought me these balls and then he dropped dead. So leave my balls alone. They're a token of your granddaddy. 1, 2, or 3. These are $11. They are stressing me out. And the noise reminds me of being in the square. The courthouse bell. I don't want to know what time it is. Time gives me anxiety. Don't remind me what time it is. Don't even tell me what day it is. Every day's Friday. Or every day's Monday. That's your perception. You know, I think I'll practice it though. I think I'll just add it to the other things I'm trying to do. I've only played with 1 set of baoding balls before, so compared to those, these are a 9. For $1, you can get this finger strengthener. You do this. I was interested in this because I thought it might help my wrist. Is it muscles? Forearm strength, you know, for my bowling game. I guess it would, you see? Is it doing it? Don't look at the tattoo. I'm getting it lasered. That's why it looks like that.
She can access her fingers. What the what? This is not working out.
Amy was wrong. That's a workout. Wouldn't call this relaxing, but definitely is taking care of yourself. Get those phalanges going. We should have bought 2 so we could synchronize the fingers. Look what I can do with my fingers. I don't know what that is. I am sweating. Doing anything physical, even this little, makes me sweat. Just breathing makes me sweat. I sweat. That's gross, right? This is cool. Great little stocking stuffer. Are we talking about that yet? You know what? I'm not celebrating holidays this year. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Can we not do that? I'm just trying to survive. I don't want to think about Christmas already. It's only August. I will buy Christmas presents if I buy them. Christmas Eve. You're gonna get whatever's left at CVS. You know what that is? Not much. There's too many holidays. The candy's the same. They changed the color of the tinfoil. We don't need to do it. How about we just celebrate being here every day? We don't need to celebrate all of these things. Well, it's Jesus' birthday. Well, guess what? Why don't we celebrate him every day? If that's your thing, you celebrate him every day. If Valentine's Day is your thing, why don't you celebrate your partner every day? Quit waiting for one day to be special. You better take me out to eat every single day. How about that? Anyway, where did that come from? Whew, that was a little angry, wasn't it? Well, you know where that came from? School starting back. The school supply list is long. We need 52 glue sticks. 52 glue sticks. You better be coming home with some life-size paper mache. And the money asking from the stores, it's just a combination of just, give me a minute. when you go to the store. Would you like to round up? Would you like to donate $1? Would you like to pay our employees extra for just being there? Cause we can't do it. Buy the bag. 10 cents for the paper bag, 25 cents for the plastic bag. Don't forget to put your change in the plastic container on the counter. Would you like to tip the cashier? Tip the cashier for what? I did self-checkout. Who are we tipping? I'm just trying to go to the store. I can't stand that stores like Walmart. Walmart? You're gonna ask me to donate my money at Walmart? You should be paying me to come here. I don't wanna come here. I wanna go to Target with the rich people. So I'm gonna donate money to Walmart and Walmart's gonna write it off on their taxes. Meanwhile, I don't write it off on my taxes. No. You wanna donate some money? You donate money directly. Do your tithing. Which, by the way, subscribe, like this video. It's free to do tithing here. How did we get to that to this? I don't know. This is fine, okay? It's fine enough. These are silicone socks. $2, you get both socks. Unlike Temu, remember one time they only sent me one shoe? What am I gonna do with one shoe? Do you know the percentage of people who only have one leg? I don't either. 1 in 190 Americans have one leg. That's a small percentage for you to send one shoe. Anyway. It puts the lotion in the sock. You're supposed to put lotion in it? This looks like something you'd find in a single man's bedroom. Oh, that is a sin. You put your foot in the silicone sock. Is that clear? Do a little picture of that. Remember my friend selling feet pics? With AI, how are we gonna sell feet pics now? Is the art of foot pictures slowly dying? Okay, come on down here. Check my dog out. Watch out, it's gonna get you. I don't think I can say what this feels like on here because I get in trouble a lot, but people can make OnlyFans tutorials and I can't even say what I want to say. And the answer is start a Patreon. Yeah, well, you know what? That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Who's gonna do that? Not me. I don't know how to do that. We'll just keep it PG-13. It feels like something you would use. Well, there's my phone, so let's just leave it at that. That's exciting for me. These are a little small. These are Asian sizes again. They're silicone. These would be beneficial if you do that feet slugging, where you put the Vaseline on the feet and sleep in them. Because the little collar here stays pretty tight on the ankle. My ankles swell. Do yours do that? The socks are nice. The socks are terrible. I think it's weird on the texture scale. For $2, you can get this Aromatherapy diffuser, but it's a necklace. Look at that. It comes with all these little sparkly pads. You put your essential oils on here. So when you're wearing your necklace, you can to have a better day. Some of you are gonna be putting that patchouli in here. A lot of the reviews said they love to spray their boyfriend's cologne on here so they can smell their boyfriend all day. I think that's nice. That's a great idea. But I got chocolate essential oils, Aromatherapy, instead. This was $2. Whoa, that's a doTERRA oil dupe for sure. If you buy my doTERRA oils, all your problems will be cured. What kind of witchcraft is that? Oh my God, this is a damn mess. Okay, move over a second. One day we're gonna get out of this bathroom. I'm working on it. Put the pad here, sparkly side up. That looks, back it up. That looks gorgeous. Put your, God damn. Put your pendant on and all day you can just, maybe we should have splurged for the doTERRA oils. The chocolate essential oil, that's a -100. It smells like Play-Doh. With a mix between permanent markers. You ever do that when you were little? You would just sniff permanent markers. I used to do that in school when I was like 7. I think it has obviously lifelong effects. The necklace looks kind of cheap, but from far away, looks like something you could get at Kohl's. That Kohl's cash. My grandma loves Kohl's. Kohl's. Tried to fancy it up. My grandma loves Kohl's. Honey, I may not be able to walk, but I'm sure as hell gonna make it into Kohl's because my Kohl's cash is expiring. And if I don't use that Kohl's cash, well, hell, it might as well be a sin. Reflexology gloves. They're $1. Comes with this wand. You're supposed to find your issue here and put pressure on it. There's the knee. That hurts. If you don't want to use a stick, they also have this little tool for $1. Looks like this. How do you do this? You lift this thing up, then we're gonna put it on the knee and you crank it down and it applies pressure. Oh, that does hurt. I do know that this one is for your headache, right? If you have a headache, you just, whoa, do that. I don't know if that's supposed to hurt or feel nice. It kind of hurts. The self-care is strong with this one. I need to read up on the reflexology because honestly, I'm not really understanding it. I did a deep dive of 3-minute research and it just wasn't clicking with me as far as applying pressure on certain parts of the body in the feet and the hands to release other parts of the body. Is it like your 7 chakras? I think I understand what, but I'm more interested in how. How is reflexology working? And how does one know? Have you ever gotten reflexology and they'll just know what's wrong with you by feeling your feet? How do they, what is that? How, what? I think these are cool. They're gonna be cooler when I understand them. This is a fun time. Belly button castor oil packs. Ooh, happy faces. 20 for $14. The little gimmick is you put your castor oil on this cotton pad. I actually got some castor oil from SHEIN. That is the same looking one that I get from the herb store here. Okay, here it's like $30. Same packaging and everything. I mean, I think the name is something in English, but anyway. This one was $10. Oh, it even has the seal. I don't know why, but I was expecting SHEIN to not have the seal. We're putting castor oil on the cotton gauze. Just like a Band-Aid, you take this off and you put it over your belly button. All right, and that sits up there. Pull these things up to Jesus. Before I had cancer, I had a lot of issues in my ovaries. The woman parts of me that make babies. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't think I was dying or anything. Turns out there was a lot of problems, a lot of surgeries before the cancer diagnosis. But anyway, the roundabout is they're covered in cysts, or my ovaries were covered in cysts. And one thing that helped the most is castor oil packs. I would always use a white cotton t-shirt, but it has to be organic cotton. I saw not a witch doctor, naturopath, someone who deals with nature and medicine and the energies of the earth, okay? You soak the organic cotton in the castor oil and it makes a mess. I would always put saran wrap on the part that I'm gonna lay with. Hell, you might as well use a tarp. Actually, a tarp would have been better. You're soaking your shirt in castor oil. You put it on the parts you have problems. In my case, the female reproductive parts, the ovaries. Then on top of that, you put saran wrap. And then you put a heating pad or a hot water bottle on top of it. I don't know how or why this worked, but it always did. When I would get an ultrasound before the castor oil pack, there would be cyst all over my ovaries. My cyst had cyst. They were both ate up with cyst. And then I would use the castor oil packs and it took a couple months. But by the time I got my next ultrasound, we're not all the way gone, but they were definitely lessened. Unfortunately, I had to get them removed, but it did work until things just got worse. Anyway, nobody cares about that. I did read this, the belly button for digestion. It's going to help you go to the bathroom. And a lot of the comments did say that it made, I have a hard time talking about bathroom stuff. It just made it messy. Okay, it made it messy for them. If you have problems with digestion and ovaries and that, you can try the castor oil thing. You don't need these belly button patches. I mean, they're kind of cool, but honestly, I think you need to use a whole area. Purple correcting serum for your teeth. This one is $5 and it's a dupe to that His Smile purple toothpaste. So this is not a toothpaste, but a whitening treatment. And it's purple. It uses color theory, kind of like your hair. If your hair is yellow, you put purple on it to cancel out the yellow. Purple shampoo, a toner. It's supposed to whiten my teeth in 2 minutes. So you brush them, hang on. I'm still wearing the flipper because I'm still toothless. I get my tooth implant in 2 weeks. It's been a long 6 months, I think. That's what you get when you go to town on a turkey leg. Break your tooth off. Cool. Do you see it? Okay, don't swallow, ladies. What do you think? Did it look lighter? I think that actually worked. I don't know. I like the way it tastes though. It is a very fresh, minty flavor. I feel like it worked. This is a scalp massager. You can get you can get this for $1. We've got a design fail. It's gonna be kind of hard to tell, but the beads don't extend past the plastic part. So when you rub it on your scalp, it actually scratches it with the plastic. It is more of a scratcher. Do a little back scratch. For me, it's a 2. And lastly, for our self-care series, Sounds like I have a bunch of spit in my mouth. This is a light panel for when you're reading books. It was $2. So this is a little clear panel. The little switch is here. This is what I'm reading right now. Honestly, it's not my favorite, but I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna see it through. Hang on, let's turn off this light. It lights up the page. So you just hold it here so you don't have to have the whole light on. This is cool because it's also, boom, a place keeper, a bookmark. I love that. We missed another good idea. Could have been rich making book lights. Anyway, this book, I don't know if you've read it, let me know. Maybe I'm being negative, pessimistic, but the whole gimmick is, so far that I've read, which is not much, the 4-hour work week. It's about how to condense your working hours into 4 hours so you can retire while you're still working. Take vacations, play, dance, take music lessons, whatever you're doing. But you're not supposed to be working much, but you're supposed to make more money. So to save you a step on how you get there is you outsource everything. You automate where everyone else does things for you. For example, how I could save time, probably 15 hours, 15 to 20. It takes me a long time to edit these videos, would be outsourcing it. Fantastic Plastic, somebody out there who knows how to use Adobe, let me know. Anybody know anybody? That would be one way to outsource your work. Or if you hate answering emails, you outsource it. And you start doing things you wanna do and worry less about money. Okay, that's fantastic, but I don't think this dude had a wife or kids when he wrote this book. Maybe I'm wrong, but how you gonna do that? There's a little disconnect here for me, but anyway, I'm gonna see it through because I'm not a quitter. If I start something, I'm gonna finish it. Except for my first marriage, there was just no hope in me finishing that. You're going to hell if you get a divorce. Well, I'll see you there, Grandma, because I am tired of dealing with this. Anyway, that wraps up our SHEIN haul. Self-care. Thank you so much for being here and joining me here at my bathroom. Don't forget to check out my hair channel for very straightforward, boring hair tutorials. Couple things before we depart each other. Number one, I am doing some house projects, okay? I finally have a little bit of free time. One of my jobs, my contract ended. I didn't get fired. The time was up. I don't think I've ever told you what I do for work. Well, I have a lot of different jobs, but the one I'm talking about is I work for a social media company where I create content to help grow very popular brands, usually in the food category. Anyway, so I've got some time freed up, kind of. And one thing about me is if I have a little bit of free time, I'm gonna fill it. I'm gonna fill it to the max. I'm gonna maximize that time where I'm so overwhelmed, I can't even think straight. Because idle time is non-existent in my life. And that's another thing this little book talks about here, this little thing, is you need to learn how to be bored, and I'm working on that. I am going to scrape my popcorn ceilings. And that sounds awful because you have to do this on a ladder, and I'm scared of heights. If I step on the 2-step ladder, my knees start buckling and shaking. So it's going to be tough, but I need some help because I have watched tutorial after tutorial. I called someone to see, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just outsource the work? Well, they wanted $18,000 to do the whole upstairs. It's not really that much space. $18,000. That's a car. That's paying off someone's student loan debt. So I think I can do it myself. I'm gonna scrape the ceilings and then pay someone to do the finish work. So anyway, if you have any tips, tricks, maybe you're a man, you got a man over there who knows how to do it, drop a little comment in the comment box and let me know how to scrape the ceilings the correct way. Am I using the scraper tool? Am I vacuuming it up? Am I spraying it? Am I steaming it? What's the correct way to do this? I'm gonna test it in the bathroom first. Second thing, I wanna thank you for allowing me to take a break. I had a really, really nice birthday. I got a new bowling ball. Went to the bowling alley, had a feast. I mean, we were eating. I had a root beer float. I treated myself. Ketosis, what? It was simple, and I like simple things. And the older I'm getting, the more simple I want them to be. And just be here now. Don't forget to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, drive slow, drink water because we're water girlies now. Put a little lemon in there, put a little lavender, hell, put some mint in there. Drink more water, and I will see you next time for something cool. The chair is squeaking. Something cool. Oh, can we do that again? No. Where they light the glass globe on fire like a crack pipe and poof, on your skin. It's gonna suck your organs out. I know you're single, Grandma, but special balls, that's weird. Baoding balls. It's another quirk I've got in the list of quirks. I don't want to dip a toe in anything. From SHEIN. Shania Twain.